Now from the home of the A's since 1968, it's baseball at the Oakland Coliseum. Ought to be a good one here between the New York Yankees and the Oakland A's. It's A's baseball, and it comes your way next. Mike Fiers is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the A's. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this is a very unique pitcher. He is really tough to hit when runners get into scoring position, and that's one of the reasons why he doesn't give up many runs. We'll see if he can continue to do that in this one.
Here's Brett Gardner now, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
Leading off for the Yankees, the left fielder, number 11, Brett Gardner.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And the first pitch of the ball game here is taken for a cold strike one. Hit hard to short. Simeon's got it. And a good throw gets him one gone. With that, here's a look at the Yankees starting lineup. What do we need to know about these guys for this evening's matchup on the road, D-Row?
Well, Matty, this team can do one thing very well. This lineup leads the league in home runs, and that's why people pay the price of admission. They want to see the long ball. Everybody loves home runs, and it's exactly what this lineup gives you. They get count leverage 1-0, 2-0, 3-1. Don't look for that base hit the other way. They are trying to turn and burn.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
That's a ball.
And a curveball that started low and broke lower. Ball one. This year against right-handed pitching, Stanton brings a batting line of barely over 200, so there's certainly some room for improvement there.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
And there are the umpires working this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Patrick Johnson.
You know, D-Row, Patty Johnson, decent strike zone, but isn't always super consistent. I think that's one of the things that irritates players and pitchers.
Yeah, you're going to see a few glares, not only from the offensive guys, but maybe the guy on the mound as well. He needs to be a little bit more consistent.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are two gone. So digging in now, Aaron Hicks. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
Ground ball right side. Lowry's got it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. Yankees nothing. A's coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Luis Severino will be the starter in this one for the Yankees. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
One of the things that jumps out if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
Now at the plate, Nick Martini. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. And as the Yankees get started here tonight, guys, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, Matty, for me, I'm going to go off script here. I think one of the keys to winning this game, I get it. The pitcher has to throw strikes. The offense has to show up. But I need more energy, more focus. I need guys flying around. I need guys looking like they want to win a ball game.
Line drive to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So a good start to the inning for the A's as their leadoff hitter reaches base safely.
Hey, after the leadoff knock right there, you know what they say. You get that leadoff guy on, I don't care how it's done. He usually comes around to score. But let's tip our hat to the pitcher. He set the tone in the top of the first, retiring him in order.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. And look out as that fastball ran in and got him. Outspan.
Man, not sure if he was trying to send a message early in the game or what, but I sure hope this doesn't carry over to the rest of the game. Sometimes things like this early in the game really sets the tone for problems later, but I hope that's not the case.
Here's Jed Lowry now, and there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Martini on second. Chapman on at first with nobody out. And now a pitch that's taken here by Lowry as that evens the count at 1-1. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck.
Good job of making him chase that pitch down below the strike zone. That's where you want to pitch when you're looking for the double play ball.
Hit out towards second. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And the run will score as the A's get off to a 1-0 lead.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Here's Chris Davis now, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike.
That's how quick an inning can potentially get away from you out there. You get the first 2 outs pretty quick. Next guy gets on, and now you're staring the number 4-hole hitter in the face with a runner in scoring position.
And this one's tapped foul at home plate. First and second here with nobody out. Ready with another 0-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first down. With that, let's look at the starting lineup for the hometown A's. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, Matt, I think they really need their number 7 hitter to turn it around. He's hitting under 250 facing righties all season long. And with the platoon system so many people like to use these days, he may be in jeopardy of not getting the same number of at-bats moving forward.
Now in the box, Matt Olson, and Oakland with an opportunity for more damage here in the first. First delivery to him on the way. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. But this is going to get foul.
When that thing goes whistling into the stands, you hope someone brought their glove and is able to get leather on it. Hit
hard down the line, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2.
Outside.
And that one just missed outside.
Love the execution of that changeup, but hats off to the guy at the plate right now. That's a great take in this situation. Maybe bought himself a fastball.
The 1-2. is taken for ball 2. First and second now, one man out. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Hicks is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. First pitch on its way. A swing by Piscotty, and this is driven to left. And that's off the left field foul pole. A home run. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. Number 11 for him on the season. As the A's have opened it up even further, it's now 4-0.
As soon as this thing left the bat, you knew it had the distance to get out of here. The only question was whether it was going to stay fair or not. And that question was answered with the resounding doink as it caromed off the foul pole for a homer.
Into the box, Marcus Semien.
He
swings and grounds it to short. Torres brings it in. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. But 4 runs score in the inning, 3 coming right here on the 3-run home run. Second inning coming up with the A's up 4-0. Stepping in, Miguel Andujar. He'll lead it off here to begin the second.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0.
As an offense right here, 4-0, you can't let that get away from you. You're a grand slam from tying this one up. Everyone take a deep breath and just start getting some guys on base.
The 1-0. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
The first baseman, number 33.
The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. He's ready. Here's the first offering. In the dirt here. And a nice job keeping it close. It's ball 1. A ball and a strike now to Bird. Andujar on at first. Nobody out. Gets him to swing at a pitch down and out of the zone. 1-2.
That's exactly the pitch you don't want to be chasing in these situations. He's going to keep that ball down below the hollow of the knee, try and get you to ground into a double play. You have to set your sights at least belt high.
The 1-2. Liner toward right center. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
It's so important, Mark, to start to make quality pitches, and if you don't, this is what can happen. 2 batters, 2 base hits, first and third, nobody out.
Yeah, and you just got to prepare yourself as an offensive player. You're just trying to get the runner in from third. You can't worry about creating a monster inning. Do your job.
And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. towards second. Dive, but it's off his glove, and the run should score. Throw to first, not in time, as the run is across to score.
You know, Dero, as a pitcher, that can be so frustrating. You're taught to try to go out there and make quality pitches, and that was a really good pitch. And I would be willing to bet you he's surprised that that turned into an infield single.
Yeah, at the end of the day, he's smiling. That hitter's smiling, running down first base, knowing he's got an infield single right there. He has no business. He'll line out probably 15 times, but it won't even out. You take him when you can get him.
Here's Neil Walker, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. 258 the average to begin play. 6 home runs and an even 20 RBIs. The 0-1 delivery.
Nope.
The 0-1 is a fastball low, and that evens the count at 1-1. None out, runners at first and second. Smoke on the ground left side, and that's through into left, a base hit. And they're content to play station to station here as the bases are loaded now with still nobody out. Ready now, Shane Robinson. Bases are loaded, so he's looking to get his guys right back into this one. He's set, here it comes. Right on the corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike.
The pitcher has to find a way to minimize damage here. Maybe take 2 outs for 1 run. Who cares? Get a double play, pop up, strikeout. Something to get you back in this inning.
Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Martini going back on the warning track. He makes the catch. And the runner from third crosses the plate.
Well, this ends up being a sac fly, but you gotta love the effort out there. Sacrificed his body to make that catch, and I'll tell you, that didn't feel good. Probably saved extra bases by making that play.
Into the box now, Austin Romine, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Good breaking ball that time, in for a strike.
With 2 strikes and the runners at the corners, this is a big pitch coming up. Got to execute and hope to either get a strikeout or a double play ball to help you get out of this thing.
Here it comes on 0-2. And a breaking ball stays outside.
You know, I think he's having a hard time with that curveball right now, and that's part of the reason why he struggled early on in the start. It's so important to have command of those secondary pitches, or hitters just start sitting on the hard stuff.
Ready on 1-2. Missed with a breaking ball.
Man, this at-bat has changed quickly from 0-2 now to 2-2. A good job of plate discipline by this hitter, not chasing those pitches just off the plate.
He got it, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third. At the plate, Brett Gardner. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Looking to minimize the damage here. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Gardner is a very well-regarded defensive outfielder. Used to be that fielders were evaluated mostly by the eyeball test and simple stats like fielding percentage, but of course these days there are many more advanced ways that help determine a guy's work in the field, and in his case he shines in many ways.
You know, Matty, for me, I think he does pass the eyeball test. I know you have to look at all the numbers and the analytics to really appreciate a ball player like this, but man, does he come to work every day and play hard.
And now a curveball as he's got to lean out of the way. That one nearly got him.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
Down the first baseline, reined in, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits, no errors, and a couple of men left on. On now to the bottom of the second. The A's lead it 4-2. In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. On a less than impressive swing there to start the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Not much to say about that. Should have never happened.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And a check swing here, but he pretty clearly broke the plane, and it's 0-2 now. Now here it comes. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
All right, here's how the Bronx Bombers are going to set up defensively today. And guys, taking a look at this defense is going to have to be stout today. Starting pitcher with an ERA north of 5 usually spells some barrels being found by the opposition. So these guys better be on their toes in this one.
So now it's Mark Canha, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a look at a slider that catches the inside corner. Swing and a miss on a nice biting slider. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
There's another slider. That's back-to-back good sliders, and this guy's breaking ball is really good. And when he's throwing it well like he is, and he's confident with it, he can throw it 3 or 4 times in a row. A really good slider in this one.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
If this doesn't boost your confidence on the mound, I'm not sure what does. That's 6 pitches and 2 strikeouts in the inning, and that was a really nice fastball for the punch out on that one.
In now, Nick Martini. As he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. The count to the A's left fielder. Martini hails from the Prairie State of Illinois. This is his first year at the big league level. High and away, not close. 3-0.
Yeah, he's all over the place right now. No doubt he's clearly fighting his mechanics.
2 out, nobody on. And they'll just make him throw one over here. 3-1. And this one misses inside. A ball, he walked him, and they've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
Whoa, you know a pitcher is really fighting himself when he misses a zone by that much. I'm surprised the catcher could even bring that in.
Digging in, Matt Chapman. And we'll see if they can make him pay for the 2-out walk. Always considered a big no-no, of course. He's set, and the pitch. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball one. The 1-0 home is a slider taken for a ball.
You know, guys, these hitters have had some great looks at that slider so far, and clearly they're all on the same page. The plan is simple. Lay off that slider and make him bring up something straight in the strike zone.
Now the 2-0. Finds the zone, strike one.
2-0, 1 strike.
The 2-1 is strike two, swinging. Martini is off at first with 2 away. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
Now the payoff pitch home. Lofted in the air out toward right center. And Walker will put this one away, and the inning is over. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. The three of us return with more Wednesday Night Baseball after this. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, and leading off the inning, the big right-handed slugger, Giancarlo Stanton. Here's the first pitch to him. Looks at a curveball on the outside corner. The windup and the 0-1. Just missed with a breaking ball. Hit sharply on the ground. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now.
Hey, there's a base hit to lead off the third inning. Talk about having a lot of traffic, Hero. He's given up several hits already, so he's been in the stretch most of the game.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Dan. That is the name of the game for this offense. They're trying to get this guy in the stretch. Hopefully he misses over the heart of the plate like he's been doing so far up until this point.
Standing in now, Aaron Hicks.
And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right.
0 for 1 here in the early going. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Runner goes. Fouled away. Two balls and 2 strikes to Hicks now. Swing and a liner. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done.
The batter, third baseman.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Miguel Andujar. He reached on a single in his first try. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Third inning here, already 4-2 our score. Tap down the line. Chapman brings it in. Lowry. Return throw is in time. How about that? They do turn two, and it gets him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. The three of us return with more Wednesday night baseball after this. Into the box now, Jed Lowry looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. Checked his swing there and pops this one up. And he'll lunge forward to make the catch for the first out. Into the box, Chris Davis. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here comes the first pitch. Swings through the slider there. And that one stayed too low, apparently. A fastball right over the outside corner. Count still at 1-2. 1 out, nobody on. Two balls and 2 strikes, the count to Chris Davis. And a wave and a miss on a ball that was way out of the strike zone. There are 2 away now.
Wow, that's the case right there where a pitcher knows this guy's up there and he's in swing mode. That pitch wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he still swung at it.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. Two and 1 to the A's first baseman. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
This is a good at-bat so far here with 2 away. If you're going to go down 1, 2, 3, at least make the guy work for it. He's doing that, and he's even gotten himself into a good hitter's count now.
And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
Now batting, right fielder.
Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. Man at first after the 2-out walk.
The last at-bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
Great job of getting back in the zone with a hard fastball after the walk. I think he might have let a little frustration out with that pitch.
Olson, the runner at first with 2 gone. Hit hard on the ground at third. And as it turns out, the two-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. The A's strand one, but they still lead this one 4-2. Now batting, Greg Bird. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
There's a good fastball on the outside corner as you'll take a look at strike one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
Now on 0-2, I don't think we're going to see any more hittable fastballs. If we see one at all, it'll probably be extended out of the zone, or at least that'll be the intent.
A ball and 2 strikes now.
Nope.
Ball 2.
Wow, that was a close pitch on 1 and 2. The count's now on 2 and 2, but boy, that one very easily could have been called strike 3. Really close pitch.
Here now the 2-2. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Martini is after it, but he won't get to it, and this should put him in scoring position to start the inning. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double.
When it left his bat, I thought it might squirt foul, but it hugged the line and found its way into the corner. Thought it might be a little bit closer play at second, but he cruised in there with relative ease.
And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. From the belt, the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. 2 runs, 6 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Yankee shortstop behind in the count 1-2.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Sent out to straightaway center field. Kenna on the move. Makes the play, 1 away. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base. Striding into the box, Neil Walker. A base hit in his first trip. From the stretch. Line drive to center field, and that's in there. Base hit. Bird rounds the corner and is headed home. He'll score easily as it's now a 1-run ball game.
Dan, you know what? You like to see that from an offense. When you have a guy in scoring position, there's no sense in waiting around. He saw a pitch he liked right there, and he went after it.
He did, D-Row, and I think that's what most hitters do. They come up with guys on base that they can potentially drive in. They're looking for a pitch to hit, and he didn't wait around and got that bat head started.
Into the box, Shane Robinson.
And he puts it on the ground to second.
One there. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. We're back to the Coliseum right after this. Stepping into the box, Marcus Semien. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
Marcus Semien.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Grounder down the line at third. This is foul for the first strike.
been a real big struggle for him so far on the mound. 4 runs and only 3 innings, so it'll be interesting to see if he can settle in at all and make some adjustments, or if this start will continue to run downhill.
High in the air out to center field. Here's Hicks to put it away, and that's out number 1. In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. First pitch on its way. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike.
He's been getting lit up all game, and there's a common denominator. He keeps missing right down the middle of the plate. Case in point with that last one.
Fly ball out toward left center field. Hicks on the move. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning. So now it's Mark Hanna. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. First delivery to him on the way. Missed with a slider. Oh, and he took a big swing at that one as this is driven out to deep left center field. And it's gone as they add still another. It's a solo shot for Mark Hanna. Home run number 5 on the year, and it's now 5-3.
Well, he was on cruise control, just needing one more out to get out of the inning, but he came up with a plan. Base is empty. He didn't have to think about shooting one to the opposite field or shortening the swing to move the runners. He just wound up and let her rip. A solo shot is the result.
Stepping in now, Nick Martini. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. It was a walk in his last trip. The 1-0 is looked at off the plate for a ball.
When he's pitching effectively, usually that two-seam fastball is moving quite a bit, but here it's just kind of flat and straight. Could be a big part of the reason why he's getting knocked around.
And this is a called strike at the letters. Looked like ball 3, but make it 2-1 instead. Now the 2-1 pitch. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
Get it ready, big boy. This guy's throwing 3 digits right here. The best way I can help the fans is 90 to 92. You can usually see seams. 92 to 95, it starts to really quicken up on you. Over 3 digits, you're seeing a white blur.
This is line to left. That gets down, and the inning continues. So we'll go a little deeper into the bottom of the 4th as that extends the inning.
Hey, guys, he was obviously trying to bury that slider down and in. Nice execution by the batter right there, keeping his hands inside, fighting it off for a nice base hit.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. Ball 1. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. The 1-0 home. Oh, and look out as this runs in and gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one.
And this is a case of a pitcher letting his frustrations get the best of him. He feels like he gets robbed on the previous pitch, and he just rears back and really let it go on the next pitch, but it got away from him in a big way.
Here's Jed Lowry now.
So go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory.
A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Set to deliver the 0-1. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss.
Hey, that's a huge pitch for him right there. He's been struggling early. If he's able to get any feel on his secondary stuff, he might be able to hang around a little bit.
Ground ball foul down the left side.
Man, he's going to be kicking himself when he goes and watches the video after this one. That's a changeup, 2 strikes in the wheelhouse. You cannot miss that pitch.
And a big strikeout there. They'll leave a couple of runners on base, and after a good start to the inning, they can't capitalize any further. The A's strike for 1 on the solo homer. We played 4. It's now 5-3 Athletics. Digging in for his second at-bat, Austin Romine. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike 1. And that's a called strike at the letters. Though that looked high from here, it's 0-2 now.
So 2 pitches in a row on the outside corner for strikes. You think he stays out there?
I think he does. One thing you don't want to do, though, Matt, it's not a good idea to throw the same hitter, the same pitch 3 times in a row, back to back to back. But I think he might throw it here.
And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. This is on the ground over to first. Oh, look at the sliding stop. Got him. And what a vital play there, preventing the leadoff man from getting aboard. So 1 gone in the inning now, and that'll bring in Brett Gardner. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1. 3 runs, 7 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Lifted down the line in left. And they can't run it down. So 1-1. High and deep to right center. Kenna looking up. Gone! Solo shot to right center. 4th home run for him on the season. As they pull within 1 here, it's now a 5-4 game.
Baseball has really changed. Remember when leadoff guys were guys that would just draw walks and steal bases? But that's not the case anymore. Guys like this, they have pop in their bat and they can go deep.
Giancarlo Stanton now. As the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Hit hard on the ground to first. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
Hey guys, he's not known for being a singles hitter right here, but that's his 2nd knock of the game.
And I'm sure he'll take him, but the guys on the other side of the scorecard might be thinking we really avoided a worse fate. In now, Aaron Hicks. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Strike two at a pitch that catches the outside corner. Stanton leads off first with one away. A ball and 2 strikes.
You know, Matty, I'm not surprised by that pitch. Raise the eye level a little bit. Maybe we get something bouncing in the dirt right here.
The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. The 2-2. Fly ball right down the line in left. Martini is in pursuit, and that will end up a foul ball.
You could tell he was guessing right there, and he certainly wasn't guessing changeup. That pitch was in his wheelhouse, and he was late.
Now another 2-2. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
In a double play situation, you kind of expect most pitches to be down in the zone, hoping for a ground ball. So that was an interesting pitch selection to go up in the zone. I think he caught him off guard a little bit.
Here's Miguel Andujar now, as he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike one. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. He's set. Here's the 0-1. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Don't make your manager be the bad guy in this situation. I know you struggled a little bit right here. You got to find a way to get through this 5th inning and qualify for that win.
2 out with the man at first. A swinging bunt up the third baseline. And this is going to work out for him. It's an infield single to make it first and second now. Digging in and looking for more, Greg Bird, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. In there for strike one. With runners in scoring position this season, Bird is below the Mendoza line. The batting average under 200, unfortunately.
Yeah, Matty, he's well aware of it. Runners in scoring position, that's where you need to be on your game. He's just expanded the zone entirely too much in these situations.
Popped him up. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. Yankees do get one on the solo homer. Middle of the night at the Coliseum. It's the A's 5 and the Yankees 4. Here's Chris Davis now as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the 5th.
Designated hitter, Chris Davis.
Here's the first pitch to him. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
When you dive into the numbers in this start, it's hard to believe that this guy's pitching as poorly as he has. Over 70% of his first pitches have been for strikes, but a lot of those have been right down the middle, right into the hit.
Outside for a ball, 1-1. Saw his eyes light up that time, but he swung at a bad one there.
He's staring a hat trick in the face right now after that swing. He has just got to find a way to zone up a little bit more. You cannot expect to make solid contact chasing stuff outside the zone.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And the changeup is way low that time. Trying to strike him out for the third time. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs to bear down right here.
Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the third time. Offense apparently not hard to come by tonight as you get a look at our line score through the first half of the ball game. And boy, the runs have been coming fast and furious so far. Next up for the A's, Matt Olson. It was a walk in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a knee-high fastball. Swing and a miss at a ball down.
That's straight smoke at 99, guys. It's almost unfair.
Here it comes, 0-2. 0-2 is a fastball that misses inside. 1-2 now.
Decided to go with a fastball there on 0-2, but what he's trying to do with that pitch is to expand the strike zone. Maybe you get a guy to offer at it, but at the very least, it helps set up your off-speed stuff.
Hard liner to center field. Hicks is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2.
He got that one pretty good. It just didn't have the right launch angle to carry over the outfielder's head. Small difference where the ball hit the bat could have made all the difference.
Into the box now, Stephen Piscotty. As he grounds one briskly to short, Torres scoops it up. Throw in time, and the side is retired. A's are gone in order. They lead it 5-4. Now to the plate, Gleyber Torres. A hit and 2 tries for him so far.
Number 25.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And this is pulled foul as he was way out in front there. Here's the 0-1. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. Looks like a right-hander's gotten up to throw now in the Oakland pen. The 1-1. Takes a pitch for strike number 2. The 1-2. Takes this the other way to right. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
Hey, another leadoff knock right there. This game has been full of offense, full of traffic on the base pass. Let's see who's going to get that big double in the gap to clear him.
Here comes Bob Melvin now out of the Oakland dugout. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. So he'll depart with the lead and a chance to be the winner, but he is responsible for the tying run at first. Yusmeiro Petit is going to come on in relief as he'll be making his 20th appearance of the season.
Yusmeiro Petit.
Neil Walker will be the first to stand in against the new pitcher as he'll do so with a runner at first and nobody out. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Now a throw over, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. Torres aboard here at first with nobody out. Counts even at 1-1 to Walker.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. With the first baseman holding the runner on, it's always smart to pitch into the defense you have behind you.
1-1. Here's a pops it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Up next for the Yankees, right fielder.
Riding in once again, Shane Robinson. He was a double play victim last time around. First offering on its way. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here. Runner at first here, one man out. Throw over to the bag, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. The 1-0 delivery. Skied into very shallow right. Piscotty is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Now at the plate, Austin Romine, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Pitch outside, the throw, and he is out at second. Caught stealing to end the inning. Another look at the throw down that results in a third out on the bases. The three of us return with more Wednesday night baseball after this. Digging in to try it again, Marcus Semien. He'll have the opportunity to kick things off as we begin the home sixth. First pitch coming, here it is. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. And it's fouled away. A shortstop behind with a 1-2 count.
I know you have to protect the strike zone when you get the count to 2 strikes, but on an 0-2 pitch that misses by that much, it's pretty easy for a hitter not to swing at that one.
The 1-2. Sent on the ground out to second. Walker has it, and the throw to first is in time, 1 gone.
The batter, catcher, Jonathan Lucroy.
Stepping into the box, Jonathan Lucroy. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. For Walker now at second. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Now batting, center fielder.
So now it's Mark Hanna. It was a solo shot for him in his last at-bat.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
And that's dead center for strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Chopped weakly to the left. Andujar's got it. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. They hold on to a 5-4 lead. Back here at the Coliseum in Oakland. The A's are on top in this one as we get set for the 7th. But before it gets underway, let's take a look at our game summary to this point. Digging in now for the Yankees, Austin Romine, and he hasn't quite had the same fortune at the plate as many of his teammates. No hits for him so far.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
The 0-1 pitch. Changeup in for a strike.
No balls, 2 strikes.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. 0-2 is a fastball that misses inside. 1-2 now. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes.
2-2.
A fastball down near the shoe tops.
Hey, I don't mind those pitches down below the zone trying to go for the strikeout right there. But you find yourself in a 2-2 count right here. Interested to see what he goes to.
Here now the 2-2. Here's laid off and the count runs full.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
That's an excellent at bat right there. Fell behind early 1-2. Didn't panic or start chasing pitches out of the zone. He's able to lay off 3 pitches in a row, and he's standing on first with no outs. That's a great job.
Here's Brett Gardner now, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Goes to show you how strong this guy is. That wasn't a bad breaking ball that he hit for a home run in that last at-bat. That ball was down and away. He went out and hooked it and pulled it. This guy's definitely a good hitter.
And a good job to lay off the fastball there. Close, but it's 1-1. Romine gets his lead at first, nobody out. Two balls and a strike now to the Yankees leadoff man.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. He swings and misses, throw down. And the throw here is dropped. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball, 1 gone.
Great spot on that 2-2 fastball. You can't place it on the inside corner any better than that. And as a hitter, there's just not a whole lot you can do with that unless you're looking for it and time it just right. Love seeing a guy that can work the inside with his fastball.
Giancarlo Stanton now. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. He pulls into second safely as this game is tied late with a run scoring away from the play.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen, and I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sinking cut. That is unbelievable he's able to get that knock in that big spot.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that pitch catches the inside corner. Go ahead runs in scoring position here with one away. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Fouled off. And that's going to be high 2-2 now. And this one's in the dirt. Go ahead runs in scoring position here with one away. Baseball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
Here's the first pitch to him. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. And here's a fastball in for strike 1. 91 miles an hour that time.
That's a real good job of going back-to-back fastballs right there. Most of the time, a hitter will see a fastball in the inside half of the plate, and they'll just think, well, this pitcher's going to go back on the outside. But when you double up like he did right there, it sends a message to the hitter that you're not afraid to throw in that inner half of the plate.
The 1-2. And another foul ball. Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. Yankees forced to settle for 1. It's stretch time here in Oaktown, and we are all tied 5-5. Jonathan Holder gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7. Ready for another shot now. Nick Martini. A couple of singles to his credit thus far.
Number 38.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that one just missed outside. Swing and a liner. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done.
Off the bat, that had soft base hit written all over it, but a nice snag there by the infielder on that soft liner that could have been a potential base hit.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. The windup and the 0-1. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Second baseman.
Standing in, Jed Lowry. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Good breaking ball that time, in for a strike. Holder has proven to be a guy that throws strikes coming out of the pen and doesn't walk a lot of batters.
Boyd, every manager and pitching coach, Matty V, they'd love to bring a guy in that they know one thing: he's going to throw strikes.
Oh, and while we talked, that pitch got away and ended up hitting him. So he'll head down to first on the hit by pitch.
Well, he might be feeling a little bit of a sting there, but he can take comfort in knowing that he represents the go-ahead run. That could turn out to be a huge hit by pitch.
Here's Chris Davis now. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Nope. A fastball that just misses inside.
Love the fact that he's not scared to go right back inside with another fastball. I know he hit the last guy, but if he's going to have success, he's got to establish that pitch in.
Now the 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike one. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. Outside, 2-1. Two and 2 the count. The 2-2. Whoa, right back at him, and it hit him. Fortunately, he's able to stick with it and get the out at first, and that'll put an end to the inning. So they pick up no runs on no hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now, and we are all tied 5-5. Sean Kelly has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
31. Sean Kelly.
The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. And this tie ball game is a battle of the bullpens now, and I'm sure you're enjoying that, Dan.
Bullpens are such a big part of baseball now, Matt. All these teams have such good 7th, 8th, and 9th inning guys. It all boils down to whose bullpen is better.
First pitch of the at-bat. Missed with a slider.
0-1, no strike.
The 1-0 home. He takes it to the opposite field, high and deep to left. Martini ranging back. He jumps, but he can't make the play. It's off the wall. And your go-ahead run is in at second base here with a leadoff double.
Wow, he was willing that thing to get out of here. Would have given them the lead right here late in the game, but it ends up hitting off the wall, and he heads into second with an extra base hit. We'll see if the next man up can come through in the clutch here.
And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. As he'll take a look at ball 1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Now the 1-0. Now a bunt attempt here. Chapman is there. And the throw goes to first, so the sacrifice works that time.
Go-ahead run to third there after the bunt. Sacrifices aren't everyone's favorite play because you give up precious outs, but they do have a lot of ways now to take the lead.
So coming to the plate, Neil Walker. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. The runner's breaking for home. Now a bunt attempt here, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball, ball 1.
Well, this is a strikeout situation, but it's also a ground ball situation. I expect we'll see a lot of pitches down in the zone trying to prevent the hitter from getting the ball up in the air.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1 and 2. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 1 away. And the slider stayed low apparently for a ball. And a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and a big out there as the go-ahead run stays at third with 2 gone now.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that, but most of the time you get the result that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss and another strikeout.
Standing in now, Shane Robinson.
He swings and sends it in the air out to left center.
Calling for it, Martini.
He hauls it in, and the potential go-ahead run will not come around to score.
1 left for the Yankees. This remains a 5-all ball game. That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Breaking ball's in for a strike. Hot shot down the line. But that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
Now another 0-2. Swing and a miss there as the breaking ball takes care of him for the first out. Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Here's the first pitch to him. Breaking ball in for a strike.
Obviously not where he wanted that curveball to end up, but I guess it fooled him enough to get the swing and miss.
Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
The 1-2. A bouncer up the middle. Torres picks it up. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first. Digging in now, Marcus Semien. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. First delivery to him on the way. And a curveball that started low and broke lower. Ball 1. Missed with a breaking ball.
Well, you can see what he's trying to do right there. Double play situation. 2 balls down in the zone, trying to get that ground ball. Didn't get them to bite at either one. Now he's behind in the count, 2-0.
2-0 count. The pitch is taken. Strike 1. Possible go-ahead runs on first. 1 away. And that one stayed too low, apparently. 1. Oh, this is hit to third. Will it be 2? To Walker for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Nothing doing there for the A's. This ball game still tied 5-all. A look there at the Bay Bridge from the East Bay side, where we are for this one from the Coliseum in Oakland. Ronald Torreyes is going to come on and pinch hit here, and this is an important at-bat, leading things off in the 9th in a tie ball game. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. 289 is the average coming in. Still without a home run and 7 driven in. Comes set with the 0-1.
Nope.
And a neck-high fastball that time. Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. And look out as this one catches him, and a big mistake there as now the go-ahead run is aboard to lead off the inning.
Well, he might be feeling a little bit of a sting there, but he can take comfort in knowing that he represents the go-ahead run. That could turn out to be a huge hit by pitch.
Into the box, Brett Gardner, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Go ahead run at first, nobody out. Now a bunt attempt here, but a foul ball, 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Now a bunt attempt here. And good hustle to get over and tag him for the out.
Sacrifice was in order right there as he gets the bunt down right there. And sometimes it's easier to just tag him instead of making that throw to first base.
Stepping in now, Giancarlo Stanton, as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1. The 0-1. Sliders in for a strike.
Hey, I thought he was going to work around him right here in this situation. But after getting 2 swinging strikes, there's a change of game plan. I guarantee he's going right after him.
Now the 0-2 pitch. And it's 1-2. Go ahead runs in scoring position here with 1 away. And he fouls this one off.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
Ready with another 2-strike offering. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. He dives, but he can't pull it in, and it's down the line into right. As he arrives at second without a play, as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, it especially does, especially when you start to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching. When runs are at a premium, that's one makes you feel really good about yourself.
For the plate now is the designated hitter, Aaron Hicks. His day at the plate hasn't amounted to much, 0 for 4, but this is a great opportunity to make amends.
Well, when your team really needs you, like they need it right here, you have to be able to put your personal struggles out of your mind. Right now is all that matters.
First offering on its way. And that slider's almost in the dirt. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. The 2-1 on its way. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Stanton leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. The 2-2 one more time. Swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
That's the 3rd time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
Here's Miguel Andujar now as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch up around the letters with that one for ball 2.
Do you take your chances in this situation as a hitter, knowing he's just missed outside 2 pitches in a row, and dive a little bit and try and drive something in the opposite field?
Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Into the corner and slicing foul. 2-2. Here it is. Now a ball lying toward the gap in left center. That gets down, and the inning will continue. And a very important insurance run comes across to score from second. Now a 7-5 game.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing.
It does, and it makes your pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a 1-run game where every pitch is so important. You're 1 pitch away from a solo tying the game up. That's not the case now.
Lou Trevino takes over now with 2 gone here in the top of inning number 9. In now, Greg Bird, as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1. 3 for 4 so far, and seeing it well in this ball game. Right over the middle, knee high. A runner on first with 2 away. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And the pitch takes off inside, and it gets away. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch.
Well, when a reliever comes in a game, he always wants to make a big impression, but I don't think uncorking a wild one was what he had in mind. Sometimes it takes a reliever a little bit of time to be comfortable on the mound out there, so we'll see if he can settle in.
The 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
The 3-2 pitch. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. Greg Bird connects for a 2-run home run. 4th home run for him on the season as they open up a 4-run lead.
Boy, you've got to love seeing a team that's never satisfied. They were up, but they've extended the lead to an even more comfortable 4-run margin. Going to be tough to come back from this one.
Number 25.
Standing in now, Gleyber Torres. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Off of one leg, in the hole, falling away. That is pure magic. The three of us return with more Wednesday Night Baseball after this. A.J. Cole, the 6'5" right-hander, takes over on the mound.
Number 67. A.J.
Kyle Higashioka is into the ballgame here as he takes over behind the plate.
66.
Into the box now, Jonathan Lucroy. He'll be the one to get us going here in the bottom of inning number 9.
Jonathan Lucroy.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. A bouncer to the left side. Torres has it. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Center fielder.
At the plate, Mark Hanna has got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch coming. Here it is. Tough slider down low for a strike. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1.
And some action out in the Yankee bullpen now as a right-hander starts to loosen up.
The 1-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
He's got him on the ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's seen it already a couple of times, so it's not going to surprise him anymore.
Here now the 2-2. Line towards center field. And a knock for him this time. He's 2 for 4 for the game.
You don't see too many curveballs that want to start in and stay in. That definitely backed up on the pitcher. He's lucky he only got away with a single right here.
Back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Nick Martini. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line-out. Ready with the first pitch. It missed for ball one. Hit out towards second. Oh, what a stop on the slide. To second for one. So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the ninth. He's set. Here it comes. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. Martini leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball one. Fastball stays way up that time for ball two. The 2-1. That's a fastball that misses. Jed Lowry would be next. 2 out with the man at first. And this pitch misses for ball 4. So that's going to move a runner into scoring position now with 2 away.
That is just a great at-bat there. When you're down late, you need base runners any way you can get them, and that never-say-die mentality could be the difference. We'll see how it plays out.
Zach Britton takes over on the mound now as he'll try to get the final out of the ball game here and pick up a save. Here's Jed Lowry now, and these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
First offering on its way. Wouldn't bite on a good sinker that time that missed. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Too much bite on the sinker, and he's behind 2-0 now.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. The 3-0 pitch is looked at for the first strike.
You got to throw that one out the window if you're an offensive player right there. You know this guy is predominantly a sinker ball pitcher. High fastball, he's got to show me that a few more times for me to honor it.
2 down, runners at first and second. Taken, called strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
Last strike now for Oakland. Now he tries to hold back on the swing, and the home plate umpire says he did so successfully. It's ball 4.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news, a single probably drives in a couple of runs.
Here's Chris Davis now. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Bases are loaded here. 2 down. One-0 pitch is a sinker swung on and missed. 1-1.
Don't kid yourself. He's well aware that he has the hat trick right now. And after that swinging strike, he's looking at the golden sombrero.
The set and the 1-1 pitch. Fouled away. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. He strikes him out to end it here as they were able to get the possible tying run to the plate but could not cash in.
Yeah, they showed a lot of grit to get the win here. They trailed by 4 runs but never panicked. They just set about doing the little things that would get them back into it, and the next thing you know, they're celebrating a well-earned victory.
This one comes to a close with a 9-5 final. The Yankees get the win after banging out 16 total hits. Jonathan Holder gets the win in relief, his second of the year. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score.